Hello traders, so let's just have a quick review of our trading systems on Trading Kernel so far. I'm currently on my VPS, right? I'm going to be showing you the trading systems that we have currently running on Trading Kernel. The first you can see here is the Akani trading system, currently trading on the USDJPY on the 15-minute time frame on a live account. You can see this is a $500 account on Alpari, and we started trading with this system, I think it was by the around the end of last week, and we have just one trade so far. You can see we have a buy trade here, and if I go over to my account history, you can see we have just one trade. So if I look at all history here, you can see we just have a single trade here. Okay, the trade hasn't closed. We have maintained a buy position all the way from here up to where it is currently. So that's how the Akani trading system actually works now for the USDJPY. So it continues to maintain a buy position until the trading strategy indicates that is going to be a neutral position or a sell position. So if you should install this expert advisor on your account right now, it's going to open a buy trade at the end of the candle, or at the open of a new candle, it's going to open a buy trade. So you can see that here. So we're currently in about a $12 profit, and we are using a lot size of 0.0. So you can see how low the lot size is that I'm using, because I know that eventually, as long as the price continues to trend, I am going to make profits. So I don't have to necessarily over risk or use a very high lot size. I'm using the current low lot size, and you can see I'm making a 12% profit on a single trade, and that's very beautiful. So the next trading system here is the Forex free system. The Forex free system didn't take any trades for today and for Friday. We had it take a couple of trades on Thursday and on Wednesday last week. So you can see those trades here. Okay, so if you were to install the system on Friday and it hasn't taken any trades on your account, you don't need to worry about anything. Just make sure that your spread here, you can see my spread here, current spread shows 2, 5, 6 and 1. So you can see my spreads are very low, and they are not indicating as red, which means they are not more than the maximum spread allowed for Forex free. Okay, so you can see those information here. So that's beautiful. You can see we are currently on a $12 profit, also on a $500 account. Now I'm going to be taking down this Forex free version 5.0 very soon, because we also have some other systems to test as well. I just want to run this system here for you guys to actually see, because we have very few amount of VPSs, and we do test every system on Trading Kernel to make sure that they are profitable, and to make sure that the current set files we are building are also profitable and they work as well. So we've currently done that for the Forex free, and we are going to be taking down the Forex free to load up other systems. We have a lot of exciting new systems to release for you guys this week, hopefully. So the next system we're going to look at here is the GBPJPY. I haven't even seen this. I haven't seen this since on Friday. You can see we went into a buy position here, and we're actually in profit, but now the market has reversed and we are currently in a loss. So like I said, in the Akani trading system for GBPJPY, we are going to continue holding this buy position until our trading strategy indicates that we should go into a neutral position, which would sell, or would go into a sell position, which would also reverse and go into a sell position. So there's absolutely no stop loss or take profit. It's looking at every candle and it's taking trades based on that. So when you look at the trading strategy, it's actually a plot of the equity and not the account balance. So all of this will be taken into account. This here we're taking into account. So you can see, if you look at the equity, you see that we're going to be in a profit and then in a loss. Okay, so that's for GBPJPY. I currently had a few trades here. Let me just look at the account history here. We had a few trades here. You can see we had a profit, a loss, and a loss. So you can see how low our losses are, $21.31. That's because we are using a very low lot size, 0.25 as our lot size. So we are risking roughly on average so far about 0.2% and 0.3% per trade. So you can see that's not high, but hopefully when we get into a trend, we are going to make a very huge amount of money. Okay, so let's look at the next strategy here, which is the MT5 strategy. This is the trend following system. You can see the robot here. This is the trend following system for USDJPY. Now this trading strategy is obviously the same with the Akani trading strategy for USDJPY. If you look at this chart here and you look at this chart here, you can see that the both are currently in a buy position, and they've obviously made on average the same amount of profits. Okay, so if you're using the MT5 version, you should use the trend following system, and there's absolutely no need to repurchase this trend following system. Would make it available for all Akani trading system users. Those of you who have purchased the Akani trading system, you can download this robot for free. We are going to be making this available hopefully on your downloads by the end of the week. Okay, so we are doing it manually, and hopefully by the end of the week you're going to have it in your downloads, and then you can download it and then you can use it. Now there's a slight difference between this trading strategy and the one that is on the Akani trading system, right? Because this strategy actually runs outside of MetaTrader 5. You can see the robot here. So what this bot does actually is that it imports data from MetaTrader 5. It processes this data, and then in turn uses this data that it processes to place trades on your MetaTrader 5. So the strategies are a little bit different, and you're going to be seeing a lot of this when you're actually running both systems side by side. Okay, but on overall they are the same thing. I would recommend that you use the MT5 version, okay, because we are kind of migrating from the MT4 to the MT5 and then onto our own trading platform. So I would recommend you use the MT5 version, but you should use a very low risk. You can see we're also using a lot size here of 0.25. okay, so use a very low risk just like us. And this version also doesn't use partial close. So it simply buys when it's in a buy position, goes into a sell when it's in a sell position, and goes into a neutral position where it's neutral position. There's absolutely no partial close. We just have the equity lock here, so you can see profit targets and stop loss out here. Okay, so we had one trade here on the account, and you can see on that trade we made a loss of about, okay, we had two trades rather. We've made a loss of about $29 and $9. So you can see on average the losses we are making are very little losses. Okay, so again you can see we are currently in a profit about $159, and we are hoping that would continue to go into a trend, and obviously our profits are going to increase. So that's hopefully what we are looking for. We're looking for trends, because we know that as long as the price continues to trend, we are going to make profits. So obviously if there are no trends, we are not going to make money, but if there's a trend and the price continues to trend, then we are going to make money. Okay, so let's look at other trend following systems we have. Just going to migrate to my new VPS. So this is this is the trend following systems for BTCUSD and for the Nasdaq 100 index. Now I'm currently trading the both on a single account. I wouldn't recommend that you do this, but I have very little VPS, like I said, and I obviously have to test out the systems here. So you can see we are currently on a $10,000 account, and I had to manage the lot sizes for this. You can see for the Nasdaq I'm using a lot size of 0.1, and for the BTCUSD I'm using a lot size of about 0.2. so if you're going to be running the same on the two robots on the same accounts, let me just review them here for you. Okay, so this is the trend following strategy for BTCUSD. It's currently available now on Trading Kernel, and this is also the trend following strategy for US Tech 100. So you can see the both of them here. So for our MetaTrader 5, the symbol for this is NDX 100. That's what we are using. Okay, so if you actually run this bot, make sure to change this value, change this to 1 hour time frame, click on update inputs before you start trading. Okay, so you can see we are currently in the long position for the Nasdaq 100 index, and for the BTCUSD we are currently in a neutral position here. You can see it says going neutral here, and you can also see the bot is currently running. So at the open of every 1 hour candle, we are going to see it rerun the strategy. So you can see we are on a sell position here for BTCUSD, but the price rallied upwards, and our trading strategy indicated that we should go into a neutral position, which is what we went into here. Okay, so you can see the price is back down. For the Nasdaq 100 index, you can see we are currently in a buy position. We've been holding that position since last week Friday. Okay, so you can see we are currently holding a buy position. So it's very likely that if you run this bot on your account right now, it's going to go into a buy position, which is absolutely normal, and you can see that that is how it is, right? So if you eventually go down, if the price eventually goes down and you're in a loss, you should know that we've been holding that buy position for a while. So you're supposed to not be in a loss, but because you started late, which means you bought at the top, you're now in a loss. Okay, but like we said, we are plotting a curve of the equity. When you look at our financial analysis, the course I released last week, you're currently plotting the equity curve. So whatever loss you make here is also going to show on our end too. Okay, that's why I really love this strategy, and hopefully if the Nasdaq 100 index was to trend upwards, we're likely going to make a lot of profits. Okay. Okay, so that's all for today, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at the support@tradingkennel.com team. I'm more than happy to respond to you. So guys, I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.